I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Chiya is here. Hi.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself.
Hi, so I'm Chiya, aka Catgirl Agenda on Twitch. I've been not streaming for a while, but wanting to get back into it.
Well, so you've been in kind of a break for a while, huh?
Yes.
So are you gearing up to come back soon, or are you gonna still need to take some time?
I'm coming back soon. Yes.
So that's good news. What got you started in VTubing in the first place?
So I was originally a camera streamer, like actual real streamer,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't say real, but like real life, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah.
But I got a new setup and that didn't support my camera, so I was like, what do I do? So that's how I got into VTubing.
I think that's the first time I've heard someone go into VTubing by necessity of equipment. That's usually the other way
Yeah.
around. They have trouble getting the equipment to go on with it. That's a new one. Have you once you got into it? Did you settle in pretty quickly? Or was it meant for you?
Yeah, I would think so. It's really fun. There's more of a community, I would think.
Hmm. And when you were doing the live stream, we'll call that for lack of a better term.
Yeah, lack of a better term.
Yeah. Is it the same type of content that you were doing on the VTuber stream?
Yeah, I usually just play like anime games. I'm planning on coming back at the Withering Waves release,
Mm-hmm.
so watch out for that.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me about this Withering Waves. What's this about?
It's so I always pronounce it wrong, but it's Withering Waves. So
Like
it's
Wuthering
it's like
Heights.
Genshin, but
Yeah.
like more refined, I would say.
Mm, refined. So is it has that type of multi-path way type of game or what?
Yeah, it's open world.
Mm.
It seems from like the beta testing and all that, I've seen that like it's really, really cool. I really want to play it.
Does it have the
But it
same
comes out on the 22nd, I think.
does it have the same type of engine as Genshin Impact? So what are the differences between the two games?
I would say the differences are mostly in like the art style, of course, is different, along with I keep forgetting the word. It's like
The
it's like make the game better, basically,
mm,
like for the player.
yeah, okay. Uh, Ergonomics?
I
I'm thinking of cars.
That's not the term I'm looking for, but yes, I would
Yeah,
say so.
yeah. It's just easier, more. Now you got me thinking of the word. Um, more natural. Uh,
Yeah, natural, yeah.
yeah, and that's still not the right word, but it'll
It's not
come.
the right word,
It'll
but
come to me
it's
about.
the same meaning basically.
Yeah, it'll come to me about 10 minutes from now, and I'll just yell it in the middle of the interview. Just letting you know.
That aha moment.
Yeah, well, there it is. That's the one we're looking for. So it's just little more easy to use and more natural feeling to use. Uh,
Yes.
do you still have the different characters that you change in between?
Yes, you have. I think I haven't seen a couple of there haven't been a lot of like stuff since it was announced,
Mm-hmm.
but I think you have three people in your party instead of four.
Okay, so you still get have to balance it out, and depending on the
Yeah,
situation.
definitely. And another big thing is there are quick time events. So like when you're changing a character, you can like press a button and it'll like do a extra damage and stuff like that. I think
Uh,
that's really cool.
okay, so you have to have a little timing as well
Yes.
along with it. And what about the storyline itself? I know
I haven't heard much of the storyline, and I don't want to hear much about it because I do not want to be spoiled for the story.
and you're not going to be the one doing the spoiling, even if you knew it. And
Yep.
so that's coming out on the 22nd.
Yes, let me double check.
Yeah, so it'll be coming out here pretty soon. But the that game will be coming out quickly. What games are you after that? Are you kind of planning to break in with that game back into the streaming?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'll definitely do a lot of this game.
Hmm.
Maybe some Genshin, maybe some Persona 3 Reload, because I've been playing that recently.
Hmm.
I remember I used to play a little bit of Hades as well. So I'm more of like overall like multi-genre streamer.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of people starting to pick up that Hades game. What appeals? What?
Hades is so fun.
Yeah, what is the appeal of it for you?
So I just I usually don't play like roguelikes, but
Mhm.
Hades just got me in a chokehold at one time. I think I have like 80 hours on Steam.
Mhm. So you just it just was a game that you just got attracted to, and once you got into it, you couldn't get away from it.
Yeah, basically.
Mm. Then what? So it's a roguelike. Are you one character, two characters? How does it run?
It's a one character roguelike
Hmm.
where you like have to battle like through floors basically.
Hmm.
Like you start from one floor and then the theme changes as the floor goes up and up. And yeah.
Well, the word is
There's also a
intuitive.
storyline, but I'm not going to get into it that much
Well,
because I don't pay attention to the story in Hades.
you just play the game and go from there. Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
yeah. I think the word we were looking for is intuitive.
Yes, intuitive.
Yes, yes. The only see, I knew it would come up after a while. It just had to rattle in my brain a little bit before it did finally come
Yes,
out.
intuitive gameplay.
Yeah. So you're going to be back in the swing of things. What have you got planned besides this particularly new game once you come back and get going again?
I plan on like doing a couple like little things, because
Hmm.
I'm really broke right now and I can't be doing giveaways. So
Well, yeah, I give away to the folks who tell me that I have to pay my bills. I give away to
exactly.
that. Sometimes it just goes like that. But the do you have any plans for jumping into collaborations, jumping into other types of
Oh yes,
yeah,
definitely collabs. I love doing collabs. They're so fun.
yeah.
Um, but I have not planned any yet,
Hmm.
but I will be getting on that soon.
Yeah. And the folks that you were able to collaborate with before you took your break, are they going to be ready for you?
I do not know. I will have to message them.
If you're listening, folks, that's that's the key to get a hold of Chia as quickly as possible. So we'll get that
Yes,
rolling soon. Would you rather stream on your own or with somebody else in a collaboration?
with somebody else, definitely. I feel like the words bounce off better when you're with someone.
Hmm. Yeah,
Especially because I'm such a small streamer, like not many people are in chat, and yeah,
well,
I like talking. I'm a yapper. I mean, I like yapping.
does it actually um, keep you from interacting with the chat that is there?
I wouldn't say so. Like, when I did do collabs and people were talking in chat, I was talking with them, and I was talking like all of us were talking, and it was really fun, and I love collabs because of that.
So is this particular game that you're talking about the um, Wuthering game? That is a
Yes.
single player, right?
Um, it will have co-op gameplay.
Mm. So you think you'd probably be able to do that one online with somebody else, or do you want to tackle it yourself?
I'll definitely tackle it myself first, and then as I get better at the game, I'll invite people on, maybe newer people who haven't gotten to the game, and teach them the ways, you
Mm.
know?
Yeah, sounds good. And when you were before you took your break, Was it tough for you to find folks to collaborate with, and how did you find those people?
Well, before I got into the server that we met in,
Hmm.
I did not collaborate at all. So
Oh,
I find that that server was very helpful in finding collabs.
mm. Yeah. Talking about servers on Discord, um, that
Yes.
it is. It does seem to be there. There's there's toxic everywhere if you really look for it, but it is a
Yeah.
good place to kind of network with folks, and I would say 95% of the folks I've had on interviews have come from Discord in one way or another. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I imagine you can find somebody maybe it doesn't a particular great match to start with, but you never really know until you get out there, do you?
Exactly. I agree with that.
Well, and you could have a setup online with somebody that has everything that you get along with great in chat, and then you get online and it's like uh
Like you're silent. Like
yeah
it's so awkward because like you're used to typing and like you're not used to talking and so
yeah
yeah.
yeah you didn't realize that you're both are going to talk the same time no matter what, and they have a certain style, you have a certain style. It just doesn't work sometimes, and it's not anybody's fault. It's just the way it happens.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so what are your goals once you come back for the channel? Have you got anything on the horizon?
I just plan on doing this for fun. I have a full-time job, so it takes a lot out of me.
Mm,
But I'll probably stream like usually on the weekends and like stuff like that. Yeah.
mm. And you're gonna stick with the games mostly?
Yeah, games. Um, I could do baking streams, but like I don't have the setup for that yet
Mm,
because I love to bake, you know.
yeah,
But
it's nice to know some folks do. I was a bachelor for 43 years, so the most things I could bake was frozen. Whatever was frozen, and I could get into the microwave. It was bakeable. Um, but the
yeah,
to see somebody who actually does, and I enjoy watching cooking streams. People who maybe they're not the A1 chefs, but they've got their own style of doing things. Maybe they'll add something you didn't think of.
exactly. See, I love baking like sweets and stuff.
Hmm.
Since I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat.
Mm.
It's much easier to bake sweets than cook.
Yeah, and I can't do sugar, so the both of us could go meet somewhere and not eat anything.
Exactly.
Just kind of stand around and look at the menu. but what type of things do you but besides just general treats? What is your favorite thing to bake?
I would say, oh, that's such a hard question.
Mm.
Bread. I love baking bread.
Oh yeah. Well, everybody likes the bread. Yeah, that's something that, but you can bake a lot of it. You can bake too much of it sometimes, and and you can
Definitely.
and it,
Um,
you end up costing more to make the
yeah.
bread than it is to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so you'll be maybe getting that into it down the line a little bit once things get kind of
Rolling,
shook out a little bit. Have you got a
Yeah.
date set for your return?
The 22nd, the same day Wuthering Wave comes out.
Ah, so you're gonna kind of open with the big gun right away.
Yes.
Mm.
Love love just topping into things.
And that'll get you going for a while. Have you got some games that you've had and you haven't streamed yet that you would like to?
Ooh. What haven't I streamed? Okay. I've streamed most of my games, but I would love to get enough people to stream Monster Prom.
Okay, Monster Prom. I think I remember that game. Um,
It's so silly. I love it.
yeah, I remember it being pretty silly. Uh, I don't remember the whole thing about it. Is that one that you can use multiplayers in?
Yes, I think you can have up to four players. It's the reason I want a lot of people is to like voice the characters, you know?
Yeah.
So like they voice the characters, like we do responses. maybe even if I get big enough, we can have chat respond. That'd be so fun.
Getting chat involved in games is if you can get a good bunch of folks who can you can rely on to kind of play along with the home game. That's gold as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, that is.
Well, and hopefully, uh, are you worried about coming back and kind of having to start from scratch as far as followers go?
A little, but starting from scratch is better than not doing it at all.
Mm, that's true. That's true. And when you took your break, not going to ask you why, but was it with the intention of coming back later?
I think so. Deep down, I love streaming, and I knew that one day I'd get back into it, but it was a little rocky with stress and all that. I was in college,
Mm,
um, and then I just recently started my full-time job,
right.
so it's been a little stressful life recently.
Yeah. Stupid life getting in the way all the time.
I know, right?
Well, I mean it's got you got to be realistic with these things, and you do still have to feed the bulldog. So you have to get out there and get that done. And I understand fully when you've got something you enjoy doing so much, and you have to pull away from it to go to your job, or you have to pull away from it so you have to sleep to get to your job.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to be streaming until 3 a.m. and then have to your alarm go off at 5 a.m. That's that's not a good
Yeah.
sign.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Especially since I work with kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
They're little handfuls.
oh my gosh. Now, uh, as far as um, future plans go, with what you have streamed, have you already contacted any of the folks that you were able to work with before, or um, again, are you basically starting from scratch there too?
I think I'm gonna start contacting them probably this weekend,
Hmm.
you know? Um, Also, I'd like to see if any of my IRL friends would like to join in on the fun times.
Hmm. Yeah. Do they have to be
There,
VTubers?
I wouldn't say so.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say if like I like involving my friends in my streaming life, you know?
Hmm.
Like I like having people I already know
Hmm.
play with me.
Yeah.
I think that's fun.
Yeah. So when have you been a person who always kind of wanted to um, entertain people, get out in front of the public and show them what you got?
See, when I was in elementary school, I wanted to be class president. But I had to do my little speech, and I couldn't because I was so afraid of speaking. I started bawling then just in front of my whole class.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough thing. I ran for president and I lost to fictional characters. I got two
Oh
votes.
wow,
Yeah, I got one vote.
that's hard.
I got one vote and cartoon characters got more votes than I did. So that was my political ambitions right there. But but you did want to get out there and early, and that kind of thwarted you a little bit. Did you do anything as far as theater later in schoolwork?
Oh yes, definitely.
Mm.
So in middle school, I did theater, and then in high school, I actually dropped out of high school,
Hmm.
so I didn't get to do like the senior stuff, the senior play or anything like that. But
Hmm. So you did have an idea that you wanted to do it anyway.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved performing,
Hmm.
and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So how did you translate that into going on streaming, the live stream type things earlier? How did you get involved in that?
So I had actually a Minecraft YouTube channel when I was like 10.
It's okay. My grandson
That
is
was,
8 and he's big in Minecraft right now.
oh yeah, every kid's big into Minecraft.
Yeah. So early on,
Um,
you were already on. Anyway.
I was already on it,
Yeah.
you know. If anyone can find that, please don't mention it.
that is not a challenge to anybody out there.
Nope, it's not. Please don't.
You don't have to go find it. So were you continuous though with that through your teens?
I was not.
Oh,
When I was a teenager, technically I still am a teenager, but you know,
yeah. Uh,
um, throughout my like younger teens, like tweens and stuff like that, I actually just stayed silent on the internet basically.
mm,
I just was a lurker. I
mm,
liked watching people instead of like actually making it
mm,
because I did not really have like a good emotional regulation and things like that,
yeah.
as most kids do.
Yeah. Well, and in that time of life, a lot of things happen,
Definitely.
and inside and outside a person at that age, and how people get through it. Sometimes I shake my head and wonder how, but you're here,
Right?
you're here on the other side of it, hopefully, and hopefully, I hope you're in a good setup right now as far as mindset goes.
Definitely, yeah. I feel like I'm getting a lot. I'm growing as a person as I get older, and I feel like I am the best I've ever been, you know?
Yeah,
But there's always room for improvement.
yeah. Well, you've only got 80 more years to go.
Exactly.
And you'll be able to catch up with me. But it's an absolute pleasure to talk with you, and thanks for coming on. I
Of
wish
course.
I wish you the best when you get started up on the 22nd, and with the game Wuthering Waif. Is that right? Did I get it right?
Wuthering Waves, yes.
Waves. Okay, Wuthering Waves. It's gonna be on the 22nd. Check out what Chiya has to offer. We're going to have some links in the description for this particular interview here on the Eric Loy Interviews. And again, Chiya, thanks so much for coming on with me.
Of course, anytime. If you want me back when I start streaming, I would love to.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.